Now let's look at some examples of classifying polynomials. So the directions, write each polynomial in standard form, and then we're going to identify the degree and leading coefficient of the polynomial. So we're putting together everything that we learned in those first two videos. So looking at this, I want to put this in standard form. Well, there's only one term, so there's nothing to move around. So this is already in standard form. Now I want to determine the degree and leading coefficient. This only has one variable with it, so my degree here is just going to be this exponent of 4. And then my leading coefficient, again, that just means the number that's out in front. So that's going to be -3. Okay, next one, I have 4 plus 5x squared minus x. So this isn't in standard form. I need to rearrange these terms so that the highest exponent is first. And so here I see my highest exponent is my 2. So I'm going to move my 5x squared to be first. Now I have a 4 and a minus x. Well, my next highest exponent will be my minus x. And then that leaves me with a plus 4. So again, remember, whatever is before that term, that's going to be the sign of that term. So if you notice for my minus x, it still stayed minus x when I moved it. Now I need to determine my degree and leading coefficient. Well, my degree is just my highest exponent, so that is 2. Leading coefficient, that is my number out in front, so that is 5. Okay, looking at this next one, I have 8q plus q to the 5th. That is not in standard form because an exponent of 5 is bigger than an exponent of 1, so I just need to swap those terms. And now determine the degree and leading coefficient. Well, looking at my first term, my highest exponent, that is a degree of 5. And now, this is a little bit tricky. What's my leading coefficient? There is not a number right here. Well, if you recall, anytime there's not a number in front of a variable, there's really a 1 right there. We just never write it because 1 times q to the 5th is just q to the 5th. So this leading coefficient here is 1. It's tempting to put 0 because there's nothing there, but remember, whenever there's not a number in front of a variable, there's always a 1 there. Okay, now looking at this last one, I want to put this in standard form. I see I have an exponent of 2, 3, and 1, so the highest one is 3. I need to be careful here because this is a minus t cubed, so that minus is still going to be attached to the t cubed. My next highest is that t squared. It's positive, so I'm just going to have plus t squared, and then minus 10t. So my degree here, my highest exponent is 3. Leading coefficient, so again, I just have a negative t cubed, so that's really the same thing as -1 right there. So my leading coefficient here is -1.